Right, I am now broadcast, create broadcast. I can hear you. Cheryl, can you not hear me? Neither of you guys hear me? Oh, I'm literally talking. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. Hey, everybody who's tuning in. We are just getting stuff ready before we go live. Sweet. Thanks everyone that's tuning in at the moment. We are just getting some stuff ready. Meow, Pranksy. Just getting some more bits sorted, guys, before we go super duper live. Thank you to anybody that's chilling, waiting. We will be starting very shortly. Just getting some links shared on X so everyone knows that we are live. Right, should we get started? Should we get started? Should we get started? Anybody in the chats, drop a hello. Come and say hello. Right, just gonna adjust something, some audio stuff, so it's a bit louder for you guys. Fingers crossed that's made things a little bit louder, and we can get going. Right, guys, so let's switch over to what you've all been waiting for. So as you can currently see, there are 0 lineups built here. 0. Big fat 0. And we're probably going to end up building about 17,500. So I hope everyone's excited and ready for this. I apologise if I miss any messages in chat. I will be flicking back between 3 different chats, so I haven't quite figured out how to get them all in one place at the moment, guys, but we're going to go anyway. Right, soupy doopy dokey, let's get cracking lacking. I personally think, as it's the first weekend, we are going to do MLS first. Let's make it under the God Squad tab. Right. Sleeves up. It's squad building time. What do we reckon, people? So it looks like Drake Calendar's lost his place, which is a little bit depressing. At home, Lloris. Kind of like Kalinja. We're going to go at home, Lloris. Then we're going to go Jordi Alba, Evander, Lionel Messi, and a Peck. Where's our Peck man? There's Gabriel Peck. Here he is. Right, that is, in my opinion, one of the dirtiest teams you're going to see in the MLS this season. Whoo, baby. That is naughty. What's up, Kerry? Cheers for tuning in on YouTube, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you found a nice spot in your house for your Rivals jersey that you won. Alright, let's crack on. Let's build a second team in the MLS. Got to use Kalinja because he's absolutely OP. Garceres. Let's go Marco Reus. Luis Suarez. And need one more in season. We go Boanga. Tricky one. We want to try and make another in-season team. I don't know. Should we just go for Boanga and just do 2 absolutely hench lineups? Captain Boanga, he's already proven he can do it this season. And then MLS in-season team 3. We've got Blake. We've got Wagner. Zickernagel. And this is where we come unstuck a little bit with our in-seasons. So let's use Messi in there anyway. Actually, you know what? 20 more trips lined up this weekend. Yeah, so I've had a little play before on the teams, nothing major. So this will be my first proper time going through it all with you guys. So we'll see how we get on, Kerry, mate. We'll see how we get on. I think for this we put Messi in classic. Oh, sorry guys, I keep whacking my mic. We'll put we'll put Messi in classic. Anybody got any news on Gil? Already we're at the first stumbling block. Look at this. Red X, muscle injury, 100% to play. Bit strange, isn't it? Right. Anyway, that's going to be our third team. Stick Kai as the captain just because. So that one is not as good as the other ones, obviously. Anyone who's just joined, there is the #1 MLS squad that we've lined up. Hey, what's up, Chill Pill in Abstract? Thank you for the 100 Pengu tip. Just want to apologise to anyone who I miss on comments because I'm currently streaming on 3 platforms and I don't have it all in one place. So we'll be flicking between the chats to see what you guys are saying. Pranksy's just shared the stream, so hopefully we get a load more people in. And we'll get flying with some teams in a sec. I've only got till 3 PM to get these done, guys. And the latest this stream will run is 1 PM because we will not, I repeat, we will not stream at the same time as Quinny and Harry because their stream is incredible and they don't deserve that. And to be fair, if we streamed at the same time as them, probably wouldn't get the viewers. So you guys can help me out till 1 PM and then we'll all tune in and Harry and Quinny can help us for the last couple of hours. Right, MLS in season done. Let's scroll down and let's give MLS Classic a go. Is it even a thing? Where is it? MLS Classic. Right, guys. So MLS Classic, we're going to go Luis. We will go for, do like a mini little stacky stack here. Mini little stacky stack. I'm terrible, guys. I shouldn't stack as much as I do. Yeah, we got a long way to go, guys. There's going to be over 130 lineups, I would imagine, this weekend. So stay locked in. Hartel at home. Messi. Grab a cheeky Boanga. That's an incredible team, that, isn't it? Can we put anybody better in there? Yeah, stick Geordie in. Lovely looking team there. Let's make second team. Just going to quickly scroll through. Are you playing at RG Special this weekend? No, we don't play Contender. Contender is for all of you guys. We will not step in and ruin that. Don't fancy buying Celtic cards either. Right. What we got here? Admundson with a groin injury. Stick Camacho in. Camacho was great last season, so I know his L15 looks low there, but we're gonna go with him in this lineup. Let's get Busquets in this with Luis Suarez. And do we go for our old legend Diego Rossi, or do we stick Miguel Almiron? Almiron, yeah. Almiron. Okay, and then we're gonna captain Luis Suarez and move on. Can we make a third team here? Should we make a third team with Drake, just in case he plays? I don't think he's going to, but is it worth it? What other competitions have we got that we could potentially use these guys in? Okay, so there's All-Star, there's anti-stacks. Okay, so maybe we don't build this one now. We won't build that one now. Well, let's move on. Premier League. Right, guys, this is where you're going to now start to see that it's actually quite tricky to pick with an account that is so stacked as this. Especially when we get super rare and rare, you're going to really start to see you're going to really start to see there is a lot. Do you ever have a flutter on the footy? Does that mean have a bet? Not really a betting man, Kerry, to be honest with you. Every now and then, maybe, but not too interested in sticking accumulators on or anything like that. Just me personally. Right, let's go. So we are going to go for. Oh wow, we've not got some great in-season picks here, have we? Okay. Let's go Kepa. How many do we need? 3 to 5 still on this. Right, let's filter the in-seasons. Let's give ourselves a bit more visibility. I reckon we go Reece James. Brighton are playing Southampton. I mean, looking at the rest of these guys here, it's literally Liverpool versus City. So I think like we don't use all them in the same lineups. We kind of maybe split them about. So I reckon we go Matoma here. It's very tempting to still use Salah though, isn't it? Let's go Cole. Maybe we just stick Salah in this one, guys. Because we have other Liverpool forwards for like a Liverpool stack that we could do. Because surely if Liverpool get anything out of that game, it's going to be Salah, right? Yeah, agree, Kerry. When you're playing SoRare, you don't really tend to think too much about the betting side. You got enough going on here. Right, okay, so let's roll with that lineup. Give captain Salah. Right, team 2. We're gonna send this as much as we can this week, guys, because usually a lot of the stuff's stacked and it's not been working out. So I'm thinking we just absolute do some sendy scenes and see what happens. Right, let's do a City lineup. With potentially some bits and bobs chucked in. Let's go for the 2 main guys at the back, and then got a KDB and a Kovacic looking dodgy at the moment. I'm never too keen on sticking KDB in, guys. He's I don't know what's going on with him. I don't think it's like a fitness / injury thing. I think he's just literally not in super favourable for Pep these days. I reckon we do a City and Arsenal mix up here because these are brains. If City beat Liverpool, Arsenal are well back in with a shout. So I think let's do Declan, I think, against West Ham. Who have we got here that we could use? We can use one more classic. So do we go Trossard or do we stick Minter in this one? He's been really good recently, hasn't he, Minter? Let's go Minter and then Trossard. Is that smart? Or have we got... Let's have a look if there's any City players here that could maybe be a better shout than Trossard. Phil. It's kind of not been too hot this season. Could get Ruben Diaz in. What do we think, guys? Yeah, KDB legs have gone. Cheers for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. Just double checking some... see how many people are tuning in right now. 21 viewers on Twitter. We take those, guys. We take those. Drop some messages in the chat, people, so I can see who's here. Should we risky Minter? I kind of want to do that. I mean, I know I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm probably being a little bit biased right now, but Declan is it's been one of our most consistent performers this season. Let's stick with that now. We can change some of these captain choices later. Right, so this team here now, we're going to try and build a Liverpool-ish looking team with who do we go for in goal? Do we go Dubravka against Forest? Newcastle have been pretty pants lately, haven't they? Do we just stick with Sells? We just go for these dudes. Let's go Canate in the midfield. We've got Schloboslov. Let's go Grav. Up front, go Diaz, and then we'll grab a classic card in here. Got an Elliot Anderson there, but I feel like we should Maybe use someone who you think might have a better game. Maybe Odegaard or Party here. Rice captain. Yeah, I agree, Jacob. Hey, Quinny, thanks for hopping in, dude. You think City beat Paul? I hope City beat Paul. I hope. Who knows? You never know what you're going to get from City these days. Right, I need to just start picking these. Yeah, no, I'm thinking that. I was thinking that, but then it kind of ruins the Newcastle. So let's do this, and then let's grab. We're going balls to the walls, guys. Yeah, risking it for biscuits and stuff. And that's why Isaac is getting the captain choice there. Right, Premier League in season complete. We'll leave Classic for now. We'll do Classic once we've done Champion in season, just so we don't use up any of our in-season cards where we shouldn't be using them. So we're going to prioritize cash, okay? Prioritize cash mostly. Right, so La Liga, we are a little bit more short here than we are in Premier League, but tell you what, David SoRare, been class recently. Got to trust him again. Madrid could concede there against Girona after having quite a heavy game midweek. There's not a lot of options here. Let's go Rudiger. See, a lot of our good players down here just don't look like they're going to be playing. So Jude is obviously suspended. Where's Modric? Did Modric play the last match, guys? Did he come off the bench? What happened last match? He came on for 7 minutes. What do you reckon? Modric starts? Tempted to do Modric. Save Valverde for a different lineup. Any advice? Welcome, everybody. Anybody in the stream? Yeah, SoRare's sick, isn't he, Quinny? He's been so good recently. He's been so good. Right, let's go. I'm going to stick Modi in now, and then I'll change him later if he's not actually playing. But I rate Modric when he starts. Great stuff. Trying to always suck versus Real. What do you think? Should I use SoRare there, or should I just full send a Madrid stack? I feel like... Let's see what we've got to fill this out. We haven't really got the in-seasons, I don't think, to do that. We want to make 2 teams. I think we do that. And then grab a Vinny, and then we need another in-season here. Do we send Grizzy Grease? Cucho looks like he's going to be starting. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Morning, Brad. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for all the tips over on Abstract as well, guys. Appreciate it. Courtois. Sorry for me. So this is why you guys are in here, is to help old Johno. If we do that, we have to make like a mixed team. So we could do like this. So we've got our 3 in-seasons now. So then we could like either do that or use a Vinny. Yeah, we're short on in-seasons. All of our in-seasons are like out. We're not looking like... We've got Vasquez that might play there. Gets some good scores. Alaba's still on his way back. He's on the bench more than likely. Gallagher is hard to predict these days. Kind of want to try and squeeze 2 in-season teams out of this. Base is scoring at the moment. Yeah, no. You're probably right. I'll go for that, and then we'll go for... Vinny didn't score last night, did he? Or the other night. So maybe let's do that. Give Vinny the captaincy. That's a pretty strong team. In my head, I just want to stack constantly. So you guys are going to have to tell me to not stack. Yeah, see, Pranksy's already pissed. The Newcastle stack's been took out of play, Pranksy. It's alright, we can still do it in super rare, rare, and limited. It's fine. This will be the week that you guys were 5-0 again, though. Guaranteed. I feel like for the rest of the in-seasons that we have, it doesn't make sense to use Marmadashvili in this lineup, so I'm going to have to go with, let's just try and build an in-season lineup out of what we've got left here. We have a forward. We've got Simeone. Okay, so now we can put a couple of good players in here. We've got our 3 in-seasons. Ooh, Danny Olmo back, is he? He's not played for a while, has he? I know he's come back a couple of sub-appearances. What do we think, guys? Danny Olmo starting this game. What do we think? Because that is a lovely matchup, and I really, really want to use him. So I can do this. Whoa, 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 wee wah, wee wah. Get Simeone in there, and then we can either go Grizzy Grease, or we can just go Federico Valverde, and just completely chuck Classic in the bin, because we'll have nothing left really to use. Yeah, they were good days, Pranksy, when Newcastle used to win 5-0 all the time, and everyone got the decisives that you needed. But the people have spoken. The people have spoken. Olmo could easily bag off the bench, to be fair. Yeah, agreed. But it's like, do I want to stick Valverde in this lineup if we're risking... I think we'll save Valverde for something else. I think that makes more sense. If we stick Grizzy in there. Or do we just do this? No, because Cucho's against him. We can't do that. Julian? Save Grizzy for another lineup? Because this one's kind of like a weaker lineup. Olmo would definitely feature, hard to bank on the start. Morning or very night, sounds like fun. The issue have it unique is people running full Barker stacks. Yeah, exactly. I think because we don't have super strong in-seasons here, I think this sort of team makes sense. I think Alvarez has been one of the more informed players there. So I'm going to do that and then just walk away from in-season La Liga. Because we do need to actually get some of these lineups built, guys, before Quinny and Harry go live. So you guys can really see how disgusting it gets when we start moving down into super rare and rare. Because it is a headache. A good one, but it's a headache. Let's quickly flick through and see if there's any more chats coming in. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you're on Twitter, drop us some comments in the chat, guys. I know there's plenty of you on there watching. Right, let's get cracking. So we've got lineups, matchups. We've got Hrdecki is in a good spot against Holstein. But again, this is Hrdecki. So we've actually got some really good picks here, guys, for goalkeepers. So what we're gonna do, Pranksy, does anybody know the rewards for Classic Unique Bundesliga? Is it still crap? If it's not a tier 1, then I think we send the Classic guys in this. Let's go with our best lineup that we can build. Oh wow. All of our in-seasons are dead. What is going on? What about Jeremy, guys? Why is Jeremy not playing? Played 90 in the last match. Is that why? But that was like a week ago, right? That was at the weekend, right? Let's put him in there for now. Let's see what else we can fit in here. We've got Granite. Right, let's take him out. Forwards. Yeah. He is never 100%. Is that Frimpong we're talking about, Pranksy? There's a lot of in-season players and looking like they're not playing here in Bundesliga, so I think we just gonna have to maybe send 1 team or 2 teams. Again, I think Kim Min-jae played 90, didn't he, midweek? Yeah, he played 90 and made a mistake. Played 90 the last 2. Doesn't mean anything though, because if you look here, he's played all of these games in a row 90. So, what's their matchup looking like? First against third, so let's go Kim. Forwards, I'm not going to stick Sane. Dire season at SR, if feeling risky, you could stick Sane in. What's up, Simo? Frimmers will play. Forwards. Then we have the usual, is it Schick or is it Boniface? Yeah, I just noticed that the Bayern didn't play this midweek, did they? So they should be less risky for the rotation. We like Frimpong these days. Should we just stack this? I know I said I wasn't going to stack, but it kind of looks like we should probably just stack here. What are we thinking? Boniface or Schick? I'll stick Boniface in now and we'll change it to Schick later if it looks like he's not going to play. Interesting. Mm, 89 minutes. Ronaldo always plays, right? Ronaldo's the GOAT. Right, let's go for a team 2. I'm thinking... What is the... What's the rewards, guys, on unique Bundesliga Classic? Someone let me know what the top prize is. If it's not a tier 1, then we can send a lot of the classic cards in, some of the better classic cards here. Let's go Kim and Jae. Xavi Simons. Go Girassi. We need one more in season to fill that out. Emre Can. Which his recent score's been like, he's pretty terrible, isn't he? Yeah, he's capable of getting some AA. Okay, his AA is okay. So if we're going to use Emre Can, we're kind of hoping that he's going to get a decisive to push himself up to the higher scores, right? Yeah, 2 decisives there. He is capable of hitting 60 to 70, but majority of the time he needs a decisive. Dortmund have got a half decent lineup matchup. I feel like if we're going to be... it's tricky because of the in-seasons, guys. Do we risk Adeyemi? Do we do that? Anybody got any advice for me on this one? This is a tough one. I need to speed up a bit. Got no Leipzig in season, have we? Gertruda. He's been playing. He had a decent score the other day, I saw. Played 90. Yeah, he looks like he was back to his best in that one game, but it's too risky, isn't he? Too risky. Right, okay. Let's not think too much about it. Give it to Xavi. Don't think we can get another in-season team out, really. It's not really worth it, is it? Right, then let's potentially leave this. Right, okay, let's leave that. Move on to next in-season lineups, champion in-season. So it's going to be a little bit hecky now, guys. So let's, first off, I just like to filter just for in-seasons, just to see how we're kind of looking with what we've got. So for the goalkeepers, who's got good matchups? I mean, PSG is always PSG. Chevalier, Monaco have been scoring for fun at the moment, so I don't particularly fancy that. And I'm pretty sure Lille have been pretty meh. They had a couple of good results there, a couple of bad results there. So they've been so inconsistent. And Chevalier's just not been getting the scores, has he? So I think we can't go for him as like a main stayer. Let's see what we've got in season knocking around everywhere else. It's mainly Chelsea, got some PSG. Right, okay, let's go for this. Right, let's just start. So we've got some good goalkeeper matchups here. Could descend a really super strong team. Kera, good matchup there. I mean, then we need 3 in seasons if we do that. Akaluche is a bit of a dude, isn't he? Jonathan David at home. What's his home scores like? Monaco love conceding, don't they? So home games. Yeah, Jonathan David's the guy at home, isn't he? Jonathan David is just the guy at home. Some of these percentages are looking really shocking, guys, not gonna lie. Not looking the best we've ever seen it. Right, I think we're just gonna have to stop thinking and just go for it. Let's take him out. Don't fancy putting them against each other. Midfielders. Needs to be an in-season. What is going on? Show me defenders and I'm on midfielder. Let's go Fabian Ruiz. He had a good game the other night. And then we need one more in-season just to finish it off. Don't particularly want to use players playing against each other, even though it might not be the worst shout. So right, let's just quickly stick somebody else in here. Donnarumma. Marquinhos. Need to stop thinking about this so much. There's still so many lineups to build. We're just going to go PSG stack because PSG love to rotate and to screw us over. So if we just stack them all in one lineup, then it is what it is. Let's go for a Majeki Kera. Where's Kera gone? Stick those two together. And then let's go for... Let's get some half decent classic cards in here. Could stick an Emre Can. Actually, no. We've got Akaluche, haven't we? Akaluche is a beast. And then forwards, options, kind of feeling Cucho Hernandez in this situation, just because these guys are away anyway, right? So I could use some of these Premier League guys over in Prem Classic to try and win a tier 1. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I'm telling you guys, there's so much choice. It's not easy at all. You're guaranteed to pick someone wrong, like 100% of the time. I love a bit of Sesko. Don't kill me, Pranksy, but I'm going to go for Cucho in this one. Let's be real, these 3 never perform at the same time anyway. They always screw us over somewhere. Thinking about this way too much, aren't I? Just need to be sending some stuff here. I'm quite happy to use the Bundesliga, guys, because I'm pretty sure the rewards in Bundesliga suck. Right, let's do this quickly. This is where we're going to use our Jonathan David, Chevalier. Because Monaco are on fire these days, so let's just stick some of these guys together in case they get a result. Stick Van Heck in there because he's a bit of a beast. And then we can use 2 classics now if we need to. Again, anybody in any of the streams, feel free to drop us some comments, give me some advice. I'm not super experienced with building with this gallery, so do bear with me. Oh, Julian Brandt, we didn't think of that, did we? I think we go Brandt, Maybe Brandt's too good for this lineup. Maybe I shouldn't be using Chevalier. Let's go Galashi. I need another in-season now. Needed one more in-season. Probably not in this position. Let's grab a Julian Brandt. And let's see if we can grab an in-season from here. In-season from here. Belieber. Danny Welbeck. Why is João Pedro not playing, guys? There's something wrong with him. Need an in-season here. Let's give memory channel. I think this is a bit of a dead lineup anyway, so we'll just Jonathan David at home and let's move on. Right, challenger in season. So this one does not need any thinking at all. Those three, boom. Absolute beasts. Then, ooh, Pavlidis, what a matchup he's got there. Zoli's. Johno, didn't he get 2 the other night? Got goal and assist. Doesn't get like any AA. Apart from that one time in a loss. I feel like we can do better than Jutla there. I feel like we'll need to do better than Jutla. Pavlidis, are you kind of the same? Doesn't really get the AA, but he has been on a bit of a tear at the moment, and he even got a goal and an assist in the Champions League the other night. Didn't play the full match either, so Osherman is at home to second in the league. Igor's looking like he's in a good lineup. I think we go Bosch. That is strong. What's up, Callum? Good to see you, dude. Thanks for dropping us a message. I'm currently just having life crises trying to pick as players because there's so much to choose between. If anyone sees me make an absolutely shocking mistake, please let me know. I would much appreciate it. We're going to go for 2 classics here, and then I feel like we put in some killers. Some in-season killers. Kochu. Subbed off injured. What do you mean? Why are you injured? Don't be that guy. He didn't come off injured, did he? Kochu, he did come off injured in 88th. What's the news on Kochu, guys? What's the news on Kochu? Because I want to use him. Why is Mertens at 50%? It's like one of the most important games of the season. It's just SRD pickers being funny. See that quite frequently now, don't we? Well, this will change about an hour before the game, the lineups go live. Interesting. I can only imagine building 40 lineups a week and having the probability spreadsheet and Predictify still makes it a nightmare process. Yeah, there's no time for that today, mate. We're just picking and you guys are going to have to help me. We haven't got time. Let's go. It's hard, isn't it? We need the in-season, so let's go to Zoli's and Jutla. No, let's not go Jutla. It's other people we can use. Kuiper. Kuiper's a beast. Can we build another in-season? Davy Roof. This one I'm just going to throw together, guys. It's just real quick, because it's just going to be leftovers. Let's do this. If we can use 5 in-seasons, we'll use 5 in-seasons. Why not? Well, I'm just going to send that. So that will be like the 3rd one. Pavlidis has been insane recently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Pranksy, I put him in Team 1. So we've got the 3 beasts from Bruges that always perform and always play. And then Piakshaw's been sick recently too. I think that's a really good lineup. Even though it says 96. You can't hear me right now. Okay. Hopefully that's because you're muted and not because my stream's playing up. Let's keep it rolling. So we've done Challenger in season. Let's move it down to, let's do a little bit of under 23. So we've got not very many good matchups here. Marmadashvili, not Mavili Manili. Should we just stick with a home? We just have to go with someone at home, right? Hope he doesn't concede 3. We've got a really good matchup here for De Kuiper. We're going to use him there. I don't know. That kind of too overpowered there. Audio good here. Cheers, Quinny. Thanks for the message on that. Feel like using players like Verts and stuff like that in under 23 is just overkill, especially at unique. Redondo played the other day, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he's a dead cert. He loves the AA. Redondo, you look like the perfect man to play in under 23. Because he don't look like the sort of player that's going to make it into one of the MLS lineups. So that, I think, is a good spot for him. Forward place will go either, I think we either go Sesko or we go Minter. Kind of want to leave Minter for Premier League though, just because the tier 1 rewards. I think if we use the Bundesliga guys, because we already know that Bundesliga Classic is not the best rewards. He's 70% start for Miami from memory last night. Okay. I think that's a good team, guys. I think that's not a bad team there. If Sesko has a good game, this one could do really well. I think we might captain De Kuiper. Just his scores all round are just really good, aren't they? Yeah. I feel like you've got a good chance of hitting, up here. So that will do well for a captain choice. I feel like these two guys here haven't got as much chance to do what De Kuiper can do. So right, we'll save that, move on. Maybe we can build another under 23 team quickly, like a bit of a weaker one. Just as like a, who knows. Let's go Chev. Kind of want to, don't fancy the scores that Ordonez gets. Ordona. Will Sands. Will Sands. I swear he was good, wasn't he? No. Who the hell I'm thinking about? This guy never plays. Don't worry, ignore me. I was thinking of someone completely different, apparently. Let's get a Nuno Mensch. We're more likely to use somebody else there. What's wrong with Aidan Morris? What's wrong with Aidan Morris? Let's get Elliot. Max Arfston's quite good, isn't he? Tell you what, let's go for a Dortmund attack there. Why not? Who's got the potential to get the better score? I think Adeyemi has a good chance if he plays well. Yeah, we just give it to Nuno Mensch, don't we, I guess? Right, let's move on. Right, let's go back to, let's do some classic teams now. Let's not get too carried away. So, we're not going to be using Rambo here. I feel like we go Philippe, because we've already stuck Dubravka. Oh, hang on a minute, guys. Is Pope playing? Hang on a minute. Pope's back, right? When are they going to put Pope back in? Look, they've been getting slapped. Conceded 11 goals in the last 4 league matches. Is Dubravka going to shoot us in the foot today? I think that is a question we need to know the answer to, really. Yo, Boho, on Abstract. Appreciate it. Appreciate the message, sir. Just quickly make sure all my live streams are still live, guys. Yeah, 50 viewers on Twitter. Love to see it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. 50-50 between the two. Yeah. Yeah, Callum, it's dodgy, isn't it, right? Now I'm thinking, do we go back to the... Or do we just build and then we come back to it once they've done the press conferences? I think that's probably the better shout, right? We come back once there's a little bit more news. Even though Eddie loves to try and throw some tricks out. Let's have a bit of water. Right. Let's go. Let's just build a Newcastle stack here to make Pranksy happy. A little bit of a Newcastle line up there. And then put somebody else in who we feel like is a good shout. Is Minter the one for this one then? Kind of want to put ex-Newcastle, right? He's a forward though, and I think that forward could be worth using for the Arsenal stack that we'll build. Let's go. Oh, Jacob Murphy, obviously. And then we're going to give Anthony Gordon the captaincy because he could absolutely go off. FBL Thinker. Hello, Pranksy. First time joining in. If you need any info on Bundesliga, I can help. I'll tell you what, mate. Let me go back to my Bundesliga lineups quickly. And you can give me some... I'll show them. And then if you want to leave some thoughts in the chat, that'll be fantastic. This literally what we've built so far. We don't have a lot of in-seasons. And I probably won't lean into Classic because I think the reward's only a tier 2. Again, if someone's able to quickly check that for me and let me know. Actually, to be fair, I can just do that myself. Let's go Bundesliga. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. It's on a different tab. I just want to quickly check the rewards for Classic Bundesliga Unique. Because if it's only a tier 2, then... Oh, it is a tier 1. But hang on, isn't the tier 1 pool terrible? Pavlovic. Oh, God, it's terrible. There's only one name on that list I recognise. If anyone's got a second, go and look at the tier 1 list for Unique Bundesliga, because it's shocking. Well, yeah, so if you can let me know, Thinker, what you think of those two, and I will carry on building lineups. Right, Premier League Classic. Let's go again. This time we'll go Matt Sells, and then we'll use the Arsenal boys. Going to try and avoid Liverpool and City as much as I can, just because they're playing against each other. Maybe you can just make one lineup, but I think that's pretty good. Kind of tempted to do that. Thomas Partey's been great recently, but we think Minter away to Southampton, right? He's been absolutely insane. Fuck it. You'll fall in love. I know you will. Our number 6 is the king of Brazil. All right, let's go to the next lineup. Let's go La Liga Classic. See if we can get something out here. Go Oblak, Rudiger, Feddy, Grizzy, Moddy. Moddy's playing, guys. Moddy is playing. And nah, Moddy. If Moddy starts, we captain him, right? Because he's an absolute beast. That is going to be the only La Liga Classic team I'm going to build, because I feel like it's a waste. And then Bundesliga Classic. Again, guys, I really don't think this is even worth thinking about. Okay, you can use Radecki and Champ Classic. I think that's better than trying to win a tier 1 unique that sucks. Don't need it. Hail Pranksy for Leverkusen stuck. For me, it's 50-50 between Boniface and Schick. Yeah, so I've stuck Boniface in for now. We have Schick, so we can... I'm trying to think if they're going to get any news before 3 p.m. If not, then we just have to pick one and go with it. Because our forward options at Unique Bundesliga are not the... I wouldn't say they're not the best, but they're not. There's not a lot to choose between. But we can go back and look at that shortly. We just need to start getting some more of these lineups put out. So yeah, so I think because we left Radecki, it makes so much sense to use him here. Let's see. Right, Radecki. Willie Orban's got a good lineup. I want to use Reece James somewhere here too. Let's go Fabian. Yeah, so now's the tricky bit. We need to find a forward that we think is actually going to get a goal. Surely Danny Welbeck gets a goal, right? 2 assists. Against Chelsea, that was as well. It was a good game from him. No, he doesn't ever get AA though. So we're kind of banking on a decisive if we go for Danny Welbeck. And Kunku's done nothing since he's come into the team. They're absolutely shocking. 90 minutes, 37 points, and 3-0 loss. Don't think Chelsea play the right. Thanks, Quinn. Yes, I'm the reason it's muted here. I'm sure John sounds fine. Is Johno getting extra bonus for podiums, mate? Let's just hope we get the podiums. Let's not even talk about bonuses. Let's just try and do it first. See, like right now we're in a bit of a sticky situation for forwards here. Is it because we have used too many forwards in other lineups? So we've got 2 forwards here. Right, let's do this. Let's put here Vitinha. Let's put Vitinha there. I think that makes sense. And then we can have a strong forward in this lineup with Barcola. Does that make sense? And then it's easier to pick a midfielder to pair up with these guys then. We either go, I think we just go Granite, right? Granite's a man that we all know and love. Is there anybody else here that's been insane recently? Samuel Lino might have to get a shout somewhere. Again, though, he's someone that's very reliant on a decisive, isn't he, to get a good score. Sane got a chance to start and Kane possibly out, might increase his chances. What do you think? We send Sane into one of the Bundesliga lineups? Right, I'm just going to put in here, I'm going to go for Granit Xhaka. And then Wirtz is getting the captaincy. And then that is... Let's see if we can get another team out here. Go for Aaron Ramsdale. If John does well, we would do it again, I guess. My results. Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I get looked after. It's fine. If you're not following on YouTube, go on YouTube and you can go see what Pranksy sends me to do. To be fair, should we have put Reece James in that last team over Granite? I think it makes sense to have those guys together. Do we do that? He's away to Villa though. No, I think that's probably stronger. Right, ignore me. Let's go back to Bundesliga in season because people were talking about Sane. Do we put him in this one? Yeah, exactly what Pranksy said in the chat there, guys. Like Pranksy just said, if you're not in the YouTube chat, Pranksy just commented saying John will get to keep his job. That's making the teams, I hope, and not my actual job. And if there are particularly good tips and DMP news, people that provide that for me, we will reward them retrospectively on Monday or Tuesday next week. So, and obviously, you know, if we win these classic unique lineups, guys, then those giveaways that we do every single time. So if you're not aware, every time we win a tier 1 unique, we give away a rare tier 1 of exactly the same player that we win. So sometimes it's incredible. And there's not really anybody else out there that does giveaways like that. So if you guys like this, like the sound of that, then help us out. Help us out. Because when Pranksy plays wins, you guys win. Right, let's quickly knock out a second Champions Classic lineup with some half decent players. We get Reece James in on this. Do we risk the João Neves? Marcus Llorente. Like, we can put João in later if we find some better news. And let's go Karim. And then let's stick one more player in here. Who's got the most upside here, really? If I've got Llorente, should I just stick Lino in? No, we've already gone over him, haven't we? He needs stick a Phil Foden in there. Why not? Like, some good players. I'm going to give Reece James captaincy because he loves 100. Still got my kudos from the giveaways a while back. Yeah, nice to see you, Callum. Sane's 50-50 with Elise. I'm not sure if it's worth going with him in a lineup that good, considering it isn't an easy matchup either. Why don't you play Leverkusen against Kiel, mate? What do you mean, why don't I play Leverkusen against Kiel? In what aspect are we talking? I've got literally a whole lineup here of Leverkusen against Kiel. This is the lineup here that the guy was talking about with Sane. Yeah, just looking at the other in-season options we've got here, guys, it's just Pascal Gross, isn't it? So if we're not risking him, then we're just sticking Gross in and just hoping, right? We'll do that for now, but we need to keep mental note that we haven't used Sane, okay? I can't keep going back and changing that one thing. I saw Tar and Tapsoba. Okay, I'll go back to those teams again, just so you can see the player that I've used instead. Oh, wrong one. So Orban, 70% at home. Where is Orban on this list? So we've got Tapsoba. Let me just quickly show you. Right, doesn't really. With Sane, it said with Elise playing 249 minutes in 11 games, but starting the other two and Nabri's poor midweek, they reckon Sane will get the nod. Play Rami as easy lineup against Sane. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing, guys. I think I've got Orban in instead. I think Orban's better than Ram, right? I mean, he is capable of hitting that, but he didn't do it that whole time, did he? Never going to get these lineups built, guys. Need to be faster. Scores. Yeah, no, he's just better, isn't he? I would rather use Orban over Tar and Tapsoba, to be perfectly honest. With the matchup he's got to at home, I think that actually does make sense. So I'm going to ignore the advice on that one. I appreciate it though, I really do. I'm not even mugging it. I do appreciate the advice. It's good to get a second opinion, but I'm going to stick with him on that one for now. Sane, we may go back and change soon. Okay, I am hearing everybody on that. We will go back and change him soon. I just need to. I think we just wait for a little bit of news, maybe. So I used Michele, didn't I? So let's stick him in there because the next lineup's going to have to be Gala, and then. I really like this guy. Does anybody else really like this guy? I know it doesn't seem like you should like this guy, but I do like this guy. I feel like he's actually a good player. He's just not quite there with Benfica yet. Right, let's go for Karem. That's our best percent one. Let's go him. And then, do we just stick a Jutler in? Fabio Vieira had a good midweek. Jutler. Go for like an attacking lineup. Always captain Van Aken. I would go Hartman over Skriniar. Oh, let me have a look at that. Hartman. Not sure about that, big man. Have you seen the scores that Skriniar's got recently? Let me show you Skriniar. Because I'm not taking Skriniar out and I need to show you why. That's the reason why. Okay, so Skriniar's going to stay in that lineup. Hartman has to prove himself before he gets in my opinion. I appreciate the comment though on Hartman. I'm not sure if you're someone that looked before his injury. Looked like he'd been out for a while though, right? Is he going to be able to do it? Okay. That was a big injury though, wasn't it? Are Far and Order even the same team though? They've lost like Minter, they lost Wiffer, they lost Gertruda. Maybe I can use Hartman in this one. ACL, yeah. I'll tell you what, he's new to me, like, for my own knowledge. So I'll use him in this lineup and hoping that he does what he says he's going to do. Davison Sanchez has been a bit rubbish recently, hasn't he? He still hits the 45 minutes, got 70. So there's always the problem. Do you choose Sanchez or Bardaki? He's been insane the last few matches. I think I'm going to listen to you and use Hartman on that one. So I don't have to choose between those two guys. Anybody know any news on Aidan Morris, guys? Otherwise, I'm not going to use him. Will Fabio start this one? He's been in and out a lot. Lots of sub appearances. Got an assist in both the last matches. In form, Fabio Vieira. Let's do it. Victor Osimhen. And then Gala versus Fenner could be messy. Yeah, I don't really have many other options here though. Like if you're looking through, there's not a great deal that we've got other than that. And the players that we do have aren't going to hit the scores that we need to win the competitions. Yeah. We're kind of stuck with it though, guys. I noticed the comments that are coming in, especially with the shit show Jose's been cooking up in teams recently, abandoning matches. I completely get it, but there's not an awful lot else to really go with. And the players that we do have left just look like they're collection pieces. I mean, he's not been on great form, has he? When he's on form, Aktürkoğlu is very good. Kind of want to stick one of the defenders in though, because if they are going to have to defend a bit, that cost me thousands to Gala walk out. Might have been the last straw of me rage quitting lineups actually. Yeah, the Gala walkout was a tough one. I'm going to go for Sanchez. And I'm going to captain Osimhen, and we're walking away, and we're getting on with the rest of the lineups, guys. We're not stopping. We're going to carry on. So that was classic, unique done. Anti-stacks, all-star. I reckon maybe we come back to those ones. I can maybe do those later. After we get off stream. What time is it now? It's 11. So we've been live for just over an hour, everybody. Just glad I got my DA for Mertens penalty one. Cheers to everyone that's tuning in right now. So we've just basically gone through and there's lots of comments here on abstract. Sorry guys, thanks for all the tips of the Pengu, really appreciate it. What I'll do now, guys, just because we've made the unique teams, we'll go onto this page here so everybody can see, if you haven't been here, what we've just done. So I'll scroll through slowly. If anyone sees anything major, let me know. Idea was to try and split the Liverpool and City players as much as possible, but we're still using the better cards. And Salah's kind of, even though it's a bad matchup, it's Salah, right? And if Liverpool are going to do anything, Salah has to be the guy to do it for them. So I think this kind of makes sense. But yeah, we'll move down here. Got Newcastle stack. Osimhen not taking that pen, sad face. Tier 1 point anti-stacks, not too bad considering it's global. Yeah, okay, I'll build anti-stacks before All-Star. So I think All-Star will probably be a tier 2, right? Let me have a look. Classic, All-Star, unique. Yeah, tier 2 for that. So anti-stacks. Oh, anti-stacks is a cap 270 too. Right, okay. Tier 1. Let's see who's in the pool for it. Musiala, Van Dijk, Trent. Yeah, okay. So we need to try prioritize anti-stacks, guys. That's just sold it for me. So maybe we'll make them in a second. Right, let's quickly go down. So more unique teams here. We're a little bit short in La Liga, so it's why it looks a little bit funky. But I feel like we've got a really good chance here with our classic team. Salah isn't a bad matchup. Come on, just look at City defence. Yeah, it's absolutely true, Thinker, but it's still City, right? So who knows? Yeah, I mean, I just don't feel fully comfortable building a massive City lineup. But as you can see, it's like our strongest lineup. So we've got the best chance for the goalkeeper, Reece James, because he's just a beast. Mitoma against Southampton, Palmer against Villa. I mean, we could maybe stick Declan Rice in here instead of Mitoma. Thinking too much about it. Let's keep it moving. We've still got like hundreds of lineups to build. So these guys are looking a bit iffy whiffy, but we're going to continue. Here we've got our champion teams. This one here is a bit of a risk, but I've chucked Cucho in with the away Monaco boys. I feel like they will concede anyway, so we'll see what happens there. Classic team's looking good in champ. And we scroll down, we've got our challenger in-season teams. Got a Bruges / Benfica and Feyenoord mashup there. Another similar mashup here. And then this is just the best of the rest that was left over. And then if you can see down here, we've got the classic teams. Potentially, I should swap this Osimhen with this Mertens. But Mertens does this every week, I swear. He says 50% and then an hour before he's 100%. He doesn't miss games, does he? Trees. And there's a couple of under 23 lineups. So with that being said, let's go right back to the top and let's carry on building. And we're going to go for super rare now. And what we'll do is we'll start with the MLS because that's cool. Right, so we are going to go for, how many in-seasons do we need? 4 or 5, but we need to use 5 to play for the golden goal, right? So let's do a little double up there. Busquets. Bouanga. Need one more. Who's super duper strong? See, Benteke's got a nice lineup, but it might be worth using him in the second one. Almiron. I've got the goalie playing against Almiron. So maybe we go Almiron here. If we've got the in-season Almiron. Let's do that. And then give it Dennis, because he's a beast. And then you want to try and use 5 in-seasons on these guys if possible, so we can play for the golden goal too. Siroy. Just not going to do it though, is he? It's MLS, who knows? Campbell. Okay, so there's a little stack going there. We've got a little stack. Hartel. And then we're going to go Benteke and Denki. Let's see if Denki fits better into the other lineup. What am I doing? Sorry, guys. It's Almiron though, isn't it? Do what, just leave it. Let's put Denki in this other one then. Stick Denki in here. Anybody got any news on Gil? Because he says 100%, but he's got some red thing next to him. And I don't feel confident. I haven't double checked it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. What do you reckon? Who do we captain in here? Got to be one of the forwards, isn't it? Benteke, because he's more proven, but Denki's going to be good, I think. Had a good game the other day, didn't he? Okay, alright. See if we can build another MLS in-season lineup. I mean, we can, but we don't have the in-seasons, I don't think. Juan Mosquera. What a guy. Gil's 90% on Predictify and been playing pre-season matches. Hartel / Denki. Okay, let me go back to that lineup. So we're talking hard. Yeah, I'm going to go Hartel then. FBL thinker. Gil's 90%. Okay, that's all good, but like, who do we take out for Carlos Hill? Almiron? It's the only one that's not guaranteed to smash, isn't he? Like, we don't know what he's going to do yet. So if I do that, does that make more sense? I feel like it does. So we have to descend these lineups because we're not going into divisions or anything like that. We're just sending. Okay, let's leave that then. Let's go to... Gil's not a priority for me being away from home. But it's Carlos Gil there, right? He's still that guy, isn't he? Yeah, even when he's... Oh, hang on. Yeah, even when he's away, though, he's still pretty good. It's still possible to hit 100. See, this is the last... Oh, no, they're not even playing them, are they? Yeah, I'm going to leave him in. I'm going to leave him in. Let's move down to MLS Classic and see if we can knock a couple of good teams out here. So Schulte, Geordie. Shambost, why is your L5 so good? And you're very capable of doing that as well. Prefer Almiron personally, but both could be great. One thing regarding Leipzig, they have a cup match midweek against Wolfsburg, so some rotation is expected. Gill's not a priority for me being away from home. Okay, FBL Thinker, who do you think the rotation will be on? Do you think we won't see Simons play? Do you think we won't see Sesko? Like, are they much of a rotating team? They tend to be one of the least DNPs that we tend to get from the Bundesliga lineups, just from experience. Suarez. I feel like you just do that. You got to do one lineup like that, haven't you? Because they are all capable of hitting hundreds. And then we go Hugo. Is there a good defender here that we haven't used yet? Negri is away to LA. I mean, I like Ryan. Edmundson, guys. Why is he crying for? Why is he crying? DMP'd the last two. What's wrong with him? Groin injury. Oh, these were a long time ago. These misses. So he's playing, right? We're gonna say he's playing, right? That injury was last season. I feel like we use an Almiron here. Use the classic, the good one, and then we've got to use Dennis and Rossi. Rossi was insane last season. Columbus centre-back rotation could be a killer. So you think we just avoid that? Have we got anybody else? Would you go Ryan or Aaron, right? I feel like Hollingshead has a good... He has these games sometimes. You know? And he did play the other day as well. Let's go for that, and then we'll go for Bouanga, because he is very good. Right, Premier League in season. Let's move on now. Simon Sesko should be safe, but early subs if they smash Heidenheim, Openda, Klosterman, and centre mids are risky. Okay, so I've not used Openda, Klosterman, or any of the centre mids. I think I've just used Simons and Orban or Raum, one of the defenders, and the goalkeeper. So yeah, just bearing that in mind. Nobody knows who will start. Nancy loves a random rotation. I think Edmondson Shabeko is almost a 50-50. Okay, I'll just avoid them for first week. I think that's probably the safest choice with the options that we have. Like, Hollingshead's definitely going to start, right? I can't see a world which he doesn't. Right, let's build some cool Premier League lineups. Right. They're all going to be Division 1 because it's super rare and there's no divisions now, so we can just full send without having to panic. So let's go Jordan Pickford. Actually, you know what? This one's for you, Pranksy. This one's for you. This one is for you. Look at all these Isaacs. Incredible. Oh! God, those cards are gorgeous. Right. The defence is going to be Lewis Hall. I think I might just build a full in-season. This will be the game. This will be the game. So I'm thinking I just go for Gordon and just play the full 5 Newcastle, just on the off chance that they have that game that they have every now and then, and save Palmer for a different lineup. Right, this is a Pranksy lineup. All eggs in one basket, and then we can just build the other 2. And it's not a massive deal, guys, because we've got 3 Isaacs that we can use, right? So it's not like I've just used him in that lineup and now he's gone. Right, let's build something strong here. You'll fall in love. Don't underestimate Forest. I'm not underestimating Forest. We just don't have Forest cards. So, and the majority of the other stuff we've got is Chelsea away to Villa. Chelsea are in really bad form, and Liverpool against Man City. They're like the kind of options that we have. And I don't think it's worth building a Man City team and a Liverpool team, because I think it's just a waste of a spot. And don't forget we can use some of those cards in Champ as well. But this is a Newcastle gallery, guys, so there will be Newcastle lineups, okay? Even if it is against Forest. So this one's going to be like an Arsenal-ish one. We'll get Palmer in because the Arsenal forwards suck. So Arsenal have got a great matchup and they are still very much in form. I mean, is this where we play a Verge or a Trent? Don't underestimate Forest. It's just such a shame that the Chelsea boys have been so rubbish recently. It's a real shame. I mean, do I do this then? Arse. And pair him up with another Arsenal card. No Nwaneri. How sad. It can be any Arsenal card here, apart from Rice, because we've used him. Just don't see Martin Odegaard as that guy on SoRare, but he kind of has been, hasn't he? He is capable. He's fully capable of doing something special. Let's do that. Salah as captain. Right, and then let's get a little bit of a Man City one going in case that works. Just a defense. Odegaard isn't lately. Could play a classic Cole here. What's our forward lines looking like? And then we just stick another Isaac in. Yeah, FBL Thinker, I know a little bit more about that than you, I think. I actually am an Arsenal fan and watch every single match. Declan Rice has been on sets for 2 seasons. It's nothing to do with Saka being out or not. They take sets from the complete different opposite sides. Saka's left-footed and Rice is right-footed. And Rice hasn't been scoring good recently. Definitely has been. He's the most consistent Arsenal player this season. The Arsenal hate is real. Alright, let's crack on. We go to the La Liga in season now. Again, I think this will be pretty short. Look. So we've got 2 goalie options for in season. What's our defending situation like? We've got a few defenders. Okay. So we can build something half decent here. I mean, Oblak away from home is kind of shitty though. Martinez. Say something. Cheers for all the tips, guys, over on Abstract. Really appreciate it. Let's continue. Pedri's been outrageous. Lewandowski and Rafinha. Again, guys, we don't have to worry about DMPs too, like risky DMPs too much in the Liga, just for the fact that there's no, not even just in the Liga, in SoRare, there's no divisions anymore, so we can't get relegated. So we just full send. I think seems like the most sensible thing to do. Don't second guess, just full send. Let's have a look what else we've got going on our plates. We've got a Valverde, which is nice. A Rodrigo, which is very good. I feel like we just do this. Just use the in-season cards. Let's have a look what else we got. We've got Vinny in season. Where's our Mbappe? Mbappe's there. Mbappe. Some people thought he wasn't going to do it. Oh, incredible. What a play for it. Just still need... And now you have to have 4 now, don't you? Okay. It's a bloody good team, that one. Can we do another one? Is it worth doing another one? Koundé's been a bit poor recently, hasn't he? SO5 wise. Yeah, it's just not the scores you want, really, is it? It's not the scores you want. I feel like Lenglet's got a better chance of scoring higher. Does have those games where he does pick up the good AA. See here, it's not bad. Again, some good scores down here, even when they conceded, still scored 63. Okay, I'm going to risk a Lenglet. And we'll go Rodrigo de Paul because he's been fairly consistent. Grizzy Grease. Is Aspas back now? Aspas is back now. Come on. What a guy. I'll just stick him in there then. Why not? Let's captain him as well for the vibes, guys. For the vibes. Right, Bundesliga in season. Oh, again, if anybody want to drop me any comments to help, please do. We are an hour and 20 minutes into stream. We've still got about 700 lineups to build. But the lower the scarcity we go, the quicker it should get, because it's not for as much money. So we just send it. Right, Hrdeki. We need 4, don't we now? Yeah, it's not 3 anymore. Aspas 60-40 to start. Yeah, again, like I said before, Tio, I'm just going to send it in Super Rare. Just because of the no divisions, it makes sense to do that. And I'm pretty sure, let's go back and check. Pretty sure I put Aspas in the least important team of the 3. Yeah, so Aspas is here at the end. We've got a really good Barcelona sort of stack. Then we've got a Real Madrid stack. And then we've got some Atletico Madrid-y vibes at the end there with Aspas, so I'm happy to leave him in that one. Leverkusen stack, yeah, agreed. Where they didn't play midweek as well, I got a feeling that we should be alright doing that. Like the ones that are obvious to play. Again, it's just a forward situation, guys, isn't it? I mean, we'll put Boniface in for now, but we all know that he might not start. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree, Teo. Aspas could definitely smash still, even if he doesn't start. He'd definitely come off the bench or something. I need one more in season here. I mean, Julian Brandt's been on form, isn't he? Since Dortmund turned around. A couple of poor games actually recently, but he has been very capable. He has been very capable. His home. He's much better at home than he is away, isn't he? Yeah, much more consistent at home. I mean, do we risk a Brandt into a lineup like this? or do we stick Simons in and just make one real strong lineup? Just do that. It's the forward situation. It's annoying me. If we can't get this right, then we're killing a lot of good cards. I'm not using Teller. Jog on. Okay, again, I think we're just going to have to roll with the punches for now and keep the Bonifaces in, and we will swap to Schick later if we feel like that is what's going to happen. So we've got the Schick everywhere. We can always stick a Schick in. Why not Tar? What, as another defender in that lineup? Instead of Simons, Thinker, is that what you're saying? Or Tar instead of Grimaldo? I don't have a in-season Tar. And again, like, Tar is good, but like, he's not Grimaldo good. He only scores 80, like his best score is a 99, and that was a long, long time ago. Let me just show you Grimaldo, in case you're not. I mean, you probably are already familiar with Grimaldo, but I will show you Grimaldo's scores anyway. Instead of Simons, I can't do it instead of Simons, guys. I need 4 in-seasons, so I can't do it instead of Simons. We don't have the in-season Tar. They're both classic. Nope. So I can't do that for in-season line purposes. And I wouldn't swap him for Grimaldo just because he's like the best player in the game. So we'll leave that for now. But again, I think it's just going to be a case of checking on the strikers closer to game. Who else have we got? Right, next lineup, we're going to go Galashi, and we'll do like a little stack here. Okay, so we just lost. Stick Simons in there. I believe in Sesko. Grimma is just too good, second best defender behind Hakimi. What about Boscagli? When he's fit. Yeah, it's literally just changed, Thinker. I think this is the first game week it's changed. It was 3, it's now 4. And the same for in Unique as well. No, I think Unique still stayed at 3. But yeah, Super Rare's moved up to 4 now. As you can see there, season bonus between 4 and 5 cards with a season bonus. Otherwise, yeah, your shout would have been good. Need one more in season in here. I think him and Jay. And then what we'll do is we'll build a little Dortmund. So you've got to have a little bit of faith, man. You've got to have a little bit of faith in the Dortmund guys. They can do it. They can come back now that Sahin's gone. Let me just see what we've got in season-wise from them. Got Brandt, and then we'll have Garassi. Okay, so we've got 3. So we need one more in-season. Stick Schlotterbeck, and then we'll find an in-season here. I always say to myself, we won't stack, and then you get to this point and you just start stacking because it's just easier. There's a lot to choose between. Look how many players are out or not playing. Supposedly, anyway. What's the shout with Ryerson? It says second yellow here. What was that in? He got sent off in the league, and he's missed 1-2 league matches. Second yellow. So he only should have missed 1 then, right? Yeah, he's missed the 1 game. Team Grimaldo. So Ryerson's back then, guys. Are we confirming that? Ryerson has missed his 1 match suspension here against Bochum and should be back now. Is that how it works in the Bundesliga? 1 match out? Ryerson starts. Cool. That works perfectly then, because we can just do a... What am I doing? Always Schlotterbeck. Right. Okay, Bundesliga in-season built. And let's go down to champion in-season. See what we've got to play with here. So we've got the Donnarumma, the Alisson, Majecki, Jorgensen as the in-season goalkeepers. Could do that. The streamer looks like the founder of World Wide Web, Thomas. No, my name's John. It's not Thomas. I'm not sure if that was a dig or not. I don't know what the guy looks like. We'll take it if it was a compliment. Do you think it's a smart play? West Ham kind of suck, right? And Donnarumma loves conceding a goal. He loves conceding a goal. So look, except for the Brest match, the 2 Brest matches, there's been no clean sheets here. Salzburg and Auxerre were the last 2 in December. So I think we go for Raya, and then we build a in-season lineup to supplement. Kvaratskhelia starting? Question mark. Right, let's check in seasons, as the classic won't fit now. See, now this is where it starts getting tricky, guys. As you can see, when we get around to doing like champ, there's a lot of players here that are very, very usable. How's this game working, sir? So this is called SoRare. This is a third-party app I'm actually in currently, called SoRare Data, which is like a third-party app that you use to build your lineups and stuff if you are a pretty serious player. This is Pranksy's gallery. I'm helping out this week to build the lineup. So we'll be building over 130 in total. Stream will continue till about 1 o'clock when we'll jump off, because Quinny and Harry will be starting their deadline stream. If you're not sure what SoRare is, head over to Pranksy Plays on Twitter, click the link in our bio and sign up and give it a go. If you buy 5 cards from the auctions or the Instabuy market for any price, so you could pick up a card for 50p. If you do that 5 times, then both me and you will receive £50 in market credits, which we can then use on the primary marketplace, which is a great time to do it, guys, because the MLS new competition is starting this week, and some really nice cash prizes and some fun, engaging new competitions added within that. So yeah, if you're not sure what SoRare is, go to Pranksy Plays on Twitter, click the link in the bio, and then sign up and give it a go. There's a free-to-play mode as well, so you don't need to be investing straight away. You can just give it a little play and see what you think. But it's if you're familiar with games like FPL, then you'll feel right at home playing SoRare. It's just more engaging. You can win cash and cards and jerseys and experiences twice weekly. It's not like FPL where one person wins something right at the end of the season. But anyway, enough of that. Let's crack on again with these. See, here we go, guys. This is the difficult part. If you build like a cool lineup like this, and then you have to pick one of these guys to go in with it. Audio going in and out more than a Lily Phillips meetup. Jesus Christ, mate. I'm going to Nuno Menge. And Hakimi captain, because he's a beast. Alright, champion in season. Let's keep going. Let's go GG now. Just in case. So we'll do like a little defensive stack there, and then if we just ignore them now, I feel like we can use Kimmich, he's insane, and then we need to find an in-season forward. What do we think about Randall away? Me too with the audio. Oh, that's not a good sign, guys. I'm not really sure why the audio's cutting in and out so much. Everything looks fine in OBS. Senior unit team. I do apologise. Guys. Kolo Muani. Julian Alvarez. We just play football. No basketball over here. I'll try to speak clearly, guys. Maybe it's because I'm not speaking so clear. Do we go Randall here, guys? Do we go Randall? He's been pretty good, right? Since he went over to Juventus, he's been He's very capable of hitting a couple of decisives. Got 2 away there to Como, who are not a bad team. Obviously got the assist at home to Inter. Okay, thanks. Thank you. I don't want to stop the stream. I want to just carry on. All right, let's just go Randall, because we're actually going to run out of time. We're going to have over 130 lineups. We're currently on 41. And I've got like an hour and a half left of this stream. I don't want you guys to miss out. I know I keep scrolling past Yuri and Timber. If anyone's asking me why I'm not using him, it's because he's not super consistent. He is capable. As you can see, he's capable. But he's not super consistent. And I feel like there's probably more consistent players in the gallery that we can use. Let's stick Trent in here. And then we're just captain Kimmich because he's a fucking beast. And then last team, let's just filter in season for now because we need 4 of them. See what we can do. Let's go Majeki. Let's do the little defensive goalkeeper partnership there. What do we think about Johno, guys? Is he going to start? Okay, yeah, if you guys need to reload the stream, reload the stream. So this isn't like traditional NFTs, Ulrich. This is, you don't buy these cards hoping that the price will go up. I mean, you can trade the cards in that way. So you could, for instance, you could buy a second goalkeeper, and then if the main goalkeeper gets injured, the second goalkeeper's price will increase because the demand of the supply will increase. But that's not the idea. The idea is you buy in-season cards, which are these types. For instance, I'll show you what a classic card looks like. So classic cards are from previous seasons. So for instance, if I stick this Cole Palmer in, you can see the difference in the cards here. You buy in seasons to play in season competitions where you win cash. You use your classic cards, so they'll be the season before or before then. So for instance, these guys next season, these 2 here will be classic next season, which you then use in classic competitions to win new cards, in season cards, which you can then sell on the marketplace. So for your first season, you want to buy in-season cards so you have the best chance of returning on your investment through winning. And then for then on until these cards retire or leave the covered leagues that SoRare do, you'll be able to use them forever in classic competitions to win cards. So which you can then sell or use yourself to win cash. So it's like it's got a great sort of life cycle now. SoRare, they've really tapped in and figured out how to make the product work in the long term. It's ruffled a few feathers for people that have been playing the game for a while, but for a new user, it makes complete sense in my opinion, and it's sustainable now. So onwards and upwards with SoRare. And if anyone needs any sort of further sort of, don't know what the right word to use here is, but Pranksy, for instance, has just invested like, I don't know, between $45,000 and $60,000 on MLS cards. Mainly just unique ones to start off with some super rare. So if it shows you that the #1 player in the game believes that the product is, you know, going to continue to be great, then I think that's good for the community. Yeah, I feel like this is what with Nevs, it's always that way, right? He's always looking like he probably won't play. He's always like 70-80%, I swear, this guy. But he does play pretty much every match, right? He played 72 minutes against Brest. That is going to seal it for me. He's definitely playing. Cole's got the best chance to hit 100. Right, champion in season done. Let's go down challenger in season. So again, there will be quite a lot here. Let's go Mignone. We're always going to build this one first because this is just the OP team, in my opinion. Should we just build the same as what we built on the last one? What's the word on Kochu, guys? Let me just quickly double check what we built in unique for this, because I did like that team. Pak Shao. Okay. I don't think we have him. Oh wait, where's Challenger gone? Sorry guys. No, you don't have him. Let's go for... Get a Nicholas in there. think that's not a bad shout. Tat in here today. Right, what's next then? Let's go for... I would like to use this Trubin in under 23, but I feel like it's probably better off in an in-season lineup. Let's do these two together. Okay. Maybe we don't have a lot of good in-season midfielders. Tricky. Yeah, so if you want to build 9 up using AI, you just click this and it builds it. But what we'll probably do is we'll probably do that for like a midweek or something. It's like a little challenge. Maybe do like AI built my lineups and this is what I want, something like that. It could be a good bit of content. To have access to these features, you need to be using the pro version of SoRare data, which you can get 10% off if you use code Pranksy at checkout, by the way, as you can see up on our, as you can see right here below me, use code Pranksy for 10% off at SoRareData.com. You can do like the lineup builder without the pro version, but you won't have the ability to do this. You won't have all of this extra stats that will help you. A lot of this is sort of betting statistics and stuff like that. And then you've got the percentages here, which are community based. So what happens is there's a tab somewhere on here on SoRare data where you predict the lineups, and I think they reward you if you do well. So what this does here, if you see here, it says reliability high, source league specialist, only projections from the 10 best projectors of this league are used. So yeah, it's not a problem, mate. No, more people need to know about this site. SoRare is the shit, honestly. It's so good. Like, it's the best fantasy game ever, in my opinion. And once the masses actually finally figure out about it, I mean, think of how many people play FPL, and that's garbage. It's absolutely straight garbage. Everyone just uses the same fucking team. It's so lame. But yeah, enough of that. Let's keep building these lineups. Gonna go heavy on Bruges with an Osherman attack here. Osherman. No, let's go to Kuiper. He's more chance of 100. But yeah, if you haven't signed up to SoRare, mate, do it. Honestly, you can play for free to start off with. You don't need to invest any money or spend anything. You can just play for free and see if you like it. I'm gonna go Davey here. I know he's away from home and he's probably gonna spank, but if he doesn't concede free, then there's a chance we can win some cash here in this lineup. Let's find a good midfielder to use to pair him up. I'm gonna go Kochu and hope he starts, but this is like the third lineup here, so if he doesn't, it's not the absolute end of the world. We don't have any more in-season forwards, so I'm going to use Schlittlip, because I believe in that guy, you know. I actually do believe in that guy. I think he's all right. I do think he's actually all right. Yeah, this is a bit of a throwaway lineup, guys, so don't judge me on this one. Let's go Kochu. He's got more chance, right? Do you guys use SoRare probability spreadsheet? It's not for everyone. When you've got more than 400 cards submitted in 15 lineups, it's beneficial. Yeah, so not actually use a SoRare probability spreadsheet. We've used SoRare Inside and Predictify. But in my personal opinion, the more you look at, the more you can second guess yourself. And when there's a lot of so-called experts that still get it wrong really consistently, I feel like you're better off just trusting yourself. You want me to do one AI lineup for you, sir? You know what? When I get down to the lower scarcities, because this is there's 4 scarcities in SoRare. Ulrich. Unique, where there's 1 of each card released each season. Super rare, where there's 10 of each cards released each season. Rare, where there's 100 of each cards released each season, and then limited, where there's 1,000 of each cards released each season. So at unique is the black cards that I was showing you earlier. The prize pool's the highest, so then it goes down to super rare, and then rare and then limited will be the lowest. So I won't use AI to build the ones that are at the top. Not for this stream, because a little bit of pressure on me to perform here. But we'll do that for some rare and limited ones just to show you what it's like. But we had a plan of doing like a whole midweek where we just let SoRare data build the lineups for us and see what they do. Okay, yeah. Well, send us a tweet or a DM or something on Twitter on Pranksy Plays, Callum, and maybe you can maybe that will help us out in the future. Right, let's go look at bar. You know, it's like, do you want to use these cards here in under 23? Just make one real strong lineup. Could just make one really strong lineup and then just make some terrible ones, or some like less strong ones. I feel like that's a strong team, right? Lima's had the best. It's got the best L15. I think there's a lot of players there that can hit 100. So I'll come back to this under 23 stuff in a bit. So we've got one good team in there now. You don't really win any cash in that competition, so I'm not super excited to spend a lot of time on that. Right, Premier League Classic. Let's get some lineups out here. Let's just do a Newcastle. Make Pranksy happy. Don't really want to use Fabian Schär, to be honest with you. Do you use Big Gabby? We should use Big Willie. Let's put Big Willie in this one. We use Gabby in the Arsenal stack. Get Bruno, Isaac, Gordon. So these cards here, I've had them for a couple of seasons now, these Newcastle ones, and they're all like max XP. So I think they're on like 16% bonuses. I think he's on a 15%. So they're like top collection, maxed out basically. So if anybody else runs this lineup, we should be sweet. Right, let's keep moving on. Need to be quicker at this. Kepa. Again, guys, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm not a City fan, so I'm not locked into using those cards this game week. Especially if there's people over them that I think might smash, then I'm completely up for just leaving them out. There's the odd player from both teams that we'll use, but I'm not fully set on you have to use them this game week or bust, basically. A couple of Arsenal mid stuff in there. So, for instance, Haaland playing against Liverpool. He's definitely going to start because he was on the bench for the Champions League game. Let me just check my other chats in case anybody's chatting to me. Thanks for the tips on Abstract, guys. Appreciate it. So I just made that big spiel about not using Man City players, and now I'm half tempted to use Haaland, even though I'm fairly certain that he just doesn't do it against Liverpool usually. I feel like Haaland's just not the guy against the big teams, but gonna go for it. We'll use another City player to supplement him, and then we'll do like a Liverpool-y kind of team as well. Do we stick a Foden in? He's been one of their better players recently, right? He's still had a couple of poor games here, but he's not playing the full 90, so I think that means he probably starts. Yeah, boy. Unlucky there. Haaland questionable. Yeah. I know, I literally did just say to myself as well, I don't honestly think... Yeah, was that not just to rest him for this game? Question mark, Pranksy. I'm just looking at the rest of these forwards here, and they're all absolutely garbage, mate, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't see a world in which one of them is the guy. mean, if he's injured, he's not going to be on the bench, right? Surely. I'm not listening to you, Pranksy. I'm sorry. I'll hold that one if I'm wrong. I feel like it's screaming at me to use him. I'm going to go Foden too. I mean, this isn't like a super duper strong lineup, but it could definitely still place somewhere and win us a decent card reward. I'm going to go Big Gabby. Right, and then should we make like a small little Liverpool looking thing? Doesn't have to be completely Liverpool. I mean, it can be completely Liverpool. We're not going to have the forwards for it. We will not have the forwards for that. It's tricky work, guys, isn't it? There's a lot of cards to choose between, you know? Like, you can guarantee whoever I don't pick will do something. That's just, that at this point, that's just guaranteed. So I don't really want to get too involved in the Man City Liverpool stuff, so I just feel like it's too hard to predict. You know, I'm thinking either Anderson or Emil Smith Rowe. I'm pretty sure Smith Rowe's not been great recently. He had like a good patch, didn't he? And then he just sort of went off boil. I think he might have been injured here, maybe. A couple of sub appearances. It sounds like Smith Rowe picking up little niggles and stuff. Elliot Anderson again. He's always shy of a decisive, isn't he? Like his AA is always great, and he's just shy of the decisive. But don't underestimate Forrest. Someone told me, and that's stuck in my head today. So I'm gonna use him in that one. I'm not going to use Savio because he's against Becca there. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but is Nkunku going to be the guy? Like, he was great in the Conference League. I'm pretty sure all of these scores here are Conference League matches, right? Yeah, one. Well, not that one, but that's Southampton. It's basically Conference League. They're so bad. Conference League, Conference League, France, Conference League, Conference League, Conference League. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not picking him in the league. He's so bad. He's such a good player. Chelsea just don't play a way in which suits him. What about Matthias Tell? How about Matthias Tell? What do we reckon? Are Spurs back on an upper? Have they got their defence back? Personally, I'm hoping not. Just going to use Trossard. Actually, sorry about that. I'm going to use Diaz because I've already got a little bit of Liverpool going on here. I think that makes more sense. I'll do that. Trossard can maybe be used later on somewhere. I think if Arsenal are going to score a couple of goals, he's got a good chance there of getting involved in that. Let's do a... not feeling Urian Timber for this game. Ben White's going to be back, I think. I think he's on the bench for this match. I'm going to go for Smith Rowe. I was debating it earlier. And I'm going to go for... Oh, who do you captain in that spot? It's a pretty crap team, to be fair, isn't it? We'll just send it and hope to hit something. Let's go Smith Rowe at home. Again, let's not dwell on that too much. It's not, oh God, not... Yeah, I didn't do it, Pranksy. Don't worry, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Stay well alone. Right. Jan Black. Martinez, because he's absolutely insane. Lots of good options here. So what we got left forward wise. Okay, let's go Killian. Pedri. And then I think we'll either go Rodrigo, Vinny, or Modric. Kimmich not in training according to SoRare Discord. Okay, pretty sure I've only used him one spot, so we'll go back and we'll take him out in a moment. Who do I use in this spot, guys? I've already used one Lewandowski, a Yamal, and a what's his name, Rafinha. I've already used those guys in season. I'm thinking we continue with the Madrid here to double the Madrid up, but whether we go double attack or whether we add a Modric or a Valverde in maybe for this lineup. Let's have a look at Rodrigo's. Played 90 in the last match. Sub in the league. Is there a chance that Mbappe gets subbed for this match or no? Is he just dead set? He's just 90 every game, isn't he? Yeah, he very rarely doesn't play. Even when the congestion's large, like look, big games here. Yeah, I think Mbappe is probably safe. Would you reckon Sicker Rodrigo? Just feel like Modric's got a great chance of scoring very hundreds he gets when he actually starts. Like, is Rodrigo going to hit 100? He has recently. They were against a lot worse teams than he's playing against this weekend, though. He's playing Girona. He actually missed the last match against Girona. FYI. Oh yeah, am I just dumb if I don't? I could use Rodrigo and Valverde in the next lineup. We can go back. We can change. We can change some captain choices, guys. I just need to start getting these lineups built because we are running out of time. We've got an hour left of the stream. Let's build a half decent lineup here. Let's go Valverde, Rodrigo, Lewandowski. Give it Rodrigo. And then let's continue on to something else. Bundesliga Classic. Cheers again, everybody, for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Everyone that's here. 145 people live on Twitter. Yeah, drop some message in the chat, guys, if you're on Twitter. There's a lot of you there. Rodrigo over Vinny. Yeah, I went Rodrigo over Vinny. We'll save Vinny for champ. Let's just go with our best team for this one. Koundé over Powell. Koundé's been so bad recently, mate. He's been so bad. Amiri's usually good, isn't he? What's he like at home? His scores at home are good, right? Don't know if we should be thinking about him straight away yet, but let's go Musiala. So Harry Kane not playing today then. What's the shout on Harry Kane, guys? What's the shout on Kane? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Amiri, it could be in this lineup somewhere. He's one of those guys, isn't he? He just loves a good score. Do we go Bonnie in there for now? Modric in lineup too. Yeah. Modric, Liga inside. I have Kane not playing. Okay. Harry Kane has to cut back on training over coming days due to injury. Get well soon, Harry. Kane not in training will be close if he gets fit till Sunday. They've gone Sane, Coman, Elise front three. Interesting. So we're thinking Sane, Coman, and Elise. Let's do that for now. There we go. Let's keep building. Gulashi. Weird they don't predict Miller. Yeah, Miller's kind of dead though, isn't he? Let's get Orban and Upamecano in there. Let's just double up there. And then we've already used the midfielder that we would use from that team. So maybe we go Granit in there. And then a Sesko up the top. And then we build like another strong lineup. What do you reckon? Sesko to get a couple of goals? Couple of Seskos. And then Neuer or Kobel? Neuer. Could use Neuer and Champ. We've already made two half decent lineups here, so let's do that. Get the Ryerson in, because he scores well. Julian Brandt. Should I put the Sane in this one? Upamecano also had to stop training today because of back problems. Be careful. Okay, yeah, I'll take him out of that lineup if we're sure on that. I can take him out for Kim, can't I? Don't want to use it in season, at least say there. Could be more useful somewhere else. Tricky. I'm not keen on players like Tap Sober. Like we're trying to win. We're trying to win, right? What about a Frimmers? We stick a Frimmers in there? Nah, some garbage down there. Let's go for... Get a Coman in there. Get a double attack there. Captain him. Right, so we said Upamecano was a doubt, right? So I can take Upa out and put Kim and Jay in there. Schick if he starts. Yeah, Tio, we're kind of stuck on the Schick thing. So far I've put Boniface in, but we have the Schicks to replace the Boniface, basically. So if anyone can keep an eye on some news there for that kind of stuff, then I'd be much appreciated on that. Not that we'll probably get the news that we're looking for, but alas, this is life, isn't it? Right, Champ Classic. Apologies if no one agrees with any of my picks or the teams I'm making, but it is what it is. I've still got another, 80 lineups to build, so we're a long way from being done yet, guys. Goalies kind of suck now, don't they? Right, let's go for Manuel Neuer first. Cheeky Hakimi. What I'll do is when I do the Donnarumma pick, I'll double him up with Marquinhos. Just because Neuer's at home. And we've already used the two defenders. Actually, Eric Dyer. So if Upamecano's out... Yeah, that's right, Sam. He's fuming. So I'm doing it now. Eric Dyer. If Upamecano is going to be out, do we get an Eric Dyer in? I mean, he's ex-Spurs, so I don't really want to have to use him. But he is quite good when he plays, right? What are we thinking about Eric Dyer? Check my other chats in case anyone's talking about Dyer. No one's talking about Dyer. No one cares about Eric Dyer, do they? Really? Just quickly refresh my streams. Make sure I'm up to date. Cool. Right, let's carry on. Right, no Dyer for me. Go to midfielders. What have we got that sticks out here? Obviously, Vitinha. Got the Elise, Dani Olmo. There's a couple of good looking players for Atletico too that we could use. Frankie de Jong. What's his SoRare scores like? I swear the guy's always injured, so you're never actually too sure whether he is good or not. Looks pretty good to me. Where were those scores though? Were those scores for Barca? He's been there for a while, hasn't he? Yeah, it's got to be just Barca scores. Okay. When was the last time Frankie de Jong did it though? That was okay. Their game there against someone terrible though. That was last season. Scored 100. Frankie de Jong? You think Upa will play? He came out after 8 minutes with back pain. It's a big week for Munich, Frankfurt, and then Stuttgart. Yeah. What do you mean by he came out after 8 minutes with back pain? It's a big week for Munich. Can you expand on that a little bit more, Sam? Let's go for this. Dembele. Yeah, no, mate. Honestly, I don't mind if it helps or not. I'll take anything on board. The more that you guys tell me, the better, really. I mean, we've still got till 3 p.m. The last 2 hours, I'll do it on my own. And I'll go back through and adjust stuff that I can spot. But yeah, there's going to be a few that we have to look at, like the Bayern defense, the Bayern forwards. Cool, thanks, Sam. Yeah, the Bayern forwards, the Bayern defense, the Leverkusen forward situation. We're going to have another look at. I think that's all I've got on top of my head that we need to go back and check at the end. And then I have the worst captain choices in the world. So we'll see how my captain choices get on. Right, we'll go GG, and I want to get a Marquinhos in with him, and then we can build outside of that. Someone said earlier Fabian Ruiz was a good shout for this one. 60-63 for the last two. So yeah, he's a good shout to play, right? Let's look at Neves. So he played, did he play 90 last match? He played 72 and a sub. Oh, makes it really hard, doesn't it? Let's go down to, where were we? We were champion classic, right? I need to rebuild this again. Where were we? Confused.com now. What did we have built here a minute ago? Let me read these messages. Suffering back pain. If he's still having problems for some time, has been playing, I think they'll lean on him for the next 3 and then give him Bochum at home off. Then it's back in versus Leverkusen in the Champions League. Yeah. I swear I didn't have all these options a moment ago. What is it saying that we haven't built? Guys, have we just lost loads of teams? I definitely had these built. Guys, I had these built, right? What the hell's happened? Oh, it's nothing better than... Oh, hang on a minute. Don't worry, we was on the wrong draft. Almost had a panic attack. Jesus Christ. Right. Sorry for that little blip. Let's continue. I was like, why is there so many players here? Right, let's go GG, and then we'll go for Marquinhos like we said we were going to do as their little nice double up. There he is. And then let's try and filter in some really good players. Mendy not playing for real, most likely. Cheers, Pierre. I haven't used Mendy this game week. I think the only defender we've used so far is Rudiger from Madrid. With him being back from injury, I think he's kind of locked in. I'm half tempted to use Genève here. I feel like he's going to play. Let's get a Barcola in there. Should we just do a full PSG stack here? PSG are always liable to win 8-0 or something stupid, aren't they? They are very, very good this season. Or do I just stick the Upa in this one? Do I take Marquinhos out, stick Upa in? And then we can have like, or maybe stick a Menge in with a Upa. Fabian Ruiz still there, Pacho. Grizzy Grease. Lorente's been good recently. Could use him. He's a very capable player. When he plays, gets good AA. Maybe use him in the next lineup. Should I just stick Upa there? Oh, sorry, Pierre. Yeah, that was my bad. I was on the wrong draft. That's just some stuff that we've been built during the week. I'm gonna go for Nevs. I trusted him. Maybe Colo. Yeah, I've just got to build one more champ team here. So there's no divisions in SR anymore, guys. So they're all technically the best lineup. Petrovic, Nuno Mensch. Could go Angelino there, to be fair. He's playing against 20th. I'm going to trust a little bit in Atletico here and go Llorente, Griezmann and Moani. A lot of away fixtures there, but I feel like they're good players who could perform. I'm going to give it to Grease just because he's our guy. Pierre, you got the Colo shout there, mate. He's in the team. Right. Challenger Classic. So these two against each other is not the best, is it? And then Shinton's got a really bad matchup. So is this guy. Ooh. So who do you use, guys, out of all of those goalkeepers who have none of them have good matchups? Who do you use here? Because, or should we build the rest of it first and then we come back to the goalkeeper? Because we're going to have some very good players here. Like too good to mess up the lineup. Now look, Mertens is up to 60% now, is he? I knew that was absolute BS earlier. Shinton, his matchup is fine. Pierre, do you want to see what we've built for that? Come on then. Let's do story time for the people that have only just showed up. Just got this info. Kim experiencing pain in Achilles, so a big doubt to start Pranksy. So do Bayern have any defenders then? So at the moment we've got Upamecano ain't playing. Kim's not playing. What's happening? Or is everyone on a stitch up? Right, sorry, let's go down to the MLS teams. So we can see how we're sat. There we go. That's easier for you to see. We're missing one in season here for the golden goal. I could move Peck and put Peck there and put somebody else here, but it's not worth it, is it? These two teams, super strong. Super duper strong. Ito and Dyer probably, yeah. We've got Dyer. Yeah. Davies, Kim probably. Ito, Davies, Kim probably the safest. So I mean, it's so everyone's got different opinion on it. The famous Eric Dyer and Hiroti Iko for me. Upa ahead of Kim. Yeah, there's the MLS unique teams, guys. We've got a nice classic lineup here. Some nice classic lineups here too. Yeah, we're looking strong at MLS. Right, let's get back on with building lineups. Right, I'll take all of the Bayern info on, guys, and we'll go back and try and sort that out a little bit later. So we need to keep pushing through and building these lineups. So I can go back and change some players soon. Jutler got 2 the other day. Should we maybe stick with him? Tybee's been okay, hasn't he, as well? He's had a couple of good games recently. Only played 54 against Atalanta. Do you reckon he starts again? It'll be Talby, innit? Could buy the unique Zaha off the market. Jutler should start Sunday. we might actually have an in-season for that spot. It just we already had 2 teams attempting the golden goal, so I thought it didn't make sense to use the weaker player. I'm gonna trust a Jutler shout. Whatever happened to Calvin Stengs, guys? Guy used to be a beast, didn't he? So he's just been out for so long, and he's came on for 15 minutes a week ago. No, that was midweek, wasn't it? Yeah, that was midweek. Came on for 15. Yeah, Maxim De Kuyper's already in another team. I could take De Kuyper out of under 23 and put him here, but I feel like winning a star under 23 is probably better than winning a star challenger card? Question mark. Yeah, to be fair, my idea was I was gonna just have a flick through and then use this guy anyway. So we'll do that. And then Nick Shinton's gonna be our best shout, isn't he? Obviously Muslera at home, but I do kind of like Leo though. He's not too bad. Like he can hit some like scores even if he doesn't keep a clean sheet. Whereas I think Nick's just a bit poo, isn't he? Let's look at Nick. Yeah, Nick's garbage, isn't he? He did well there against Bruges, to be fair. He plays well against the big teams, is that what we're saying? Anderlecht, 60 points. Genk, 67. Bruges, 61. That's the 3 better teams, isn't it? Standard Liège. Okay, we'll go Nick. We'll go Nick in this lineup. We'll go Nick. McKellen. Leo has difficult matchup. McKellen's very attacking, almost scores and everything. Yeah, I'm going to go for Nick Shinton. Yeah, agreed with Leo there. Stengs is an expert at getting injured. Well, is he going to play though? You know, is he going to play? Right. Let's do a little. He's been better recently. Let's just do a little stack for each of these 2 teams, just because we can. I think it makes the most sense, probably, doesn't it? Merton's definitely playing. I don't ever trust that. Vanaken, his scores aren't that lately. You sure? Vanaken's the GOAT, mate. I don't like to pick a defender as the I don't like picking a defender for that job, to be honest with you. And Bruges fans are yellow. He's chilling now in the game more since we have Yashari stomping the midfield. Mikel has big scores lately. Yeah, Michel always has big scores. Yeah, we love Bruges over here at Pranksy Plays. They're the best. One of the best things to come out of SoRare for us. Yeah, Pranksy speaking the truth in chat right there, guys. If anyone's not sure what's happening in chat, it's Pranksy's chatting in the YouTube chat right now, saying that he absolutely loves Bruges. I swear, there's this guy, right? Every time you use him, he's absolutely garbage. Has those peaks, doesn't he? I mean, this team's pretty much a wonder, like a hit and hopes team, right? Anyway, because Gala are poor, Turkish league's poor, and we're just going to stick something on both sides of it. To be honest with you, we're just going to stick something on both sides of it. They've had the scores recently, Fene. No, Sam, I didn't end up going to Fulham versus Forest. I was ill that weekend. But we've been to a lot of games recently. Yeah, we were asking to see if anyone could come along, but it turned out that I wasn't too well that weekend anyway. But yeah, match day vlogs so far. I've had Harry, someone else who works at Pranksy Limited, as a guest. But yeah, we're looking to branch out and get some different people along on the match day vlogs. So that would be really cool moving forward. If some people, some other content creators or some fans or something, we get some people involved and make some cool content on the day. Stefan Savic had some decent scores since he went over there, right? Yeah, I mean, even in a 2-1 loss there, he scored 20. Let's go Savic, just to round up this. We'll give Dzeko the fit. No, Skriniar's the GOAT. Skrinny. I'm going to come back to the special tournaments and do that at the end. So we will move on to, have we done all the classics now? We've done classics, yeah? So we'll move on to, I don't think we have MLS. No. Okay, so we can make classic MLS teams. So we'll do that at the end. Let's go Premier League. Right, so Div 2. I don't think we have any Div 1 lineups for this, guys. Yeah, Tony, that's the third team. I'll quickly show you so you don't think I'm a complete idiot. Like, that wouldn't be like the strongest lineup that we were thinking. Fenerbahce against Galatasaray away. We've got this here. Like, these are already incredible, and we're aiming for cash more. So we're looking for cash. We're not looking for cards, really. So we prioritize everything here, and this is all secondary. We need to get as much return on investment as possible. So with that being said, I will leave the Fenerbahce stack alone, and we will continue our journey. When there's this many teams to build, guys, as well, you kind of have to pick your battles. You can't sit here all day deliberating over one SR classic lineup. Right, okay. So we have some different options here at Rare. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change it to Rare only because we need to save the unique and super rares for the other ones. No, we don't play Contender, Pierre. Got to leave some competitions for everybody else to win, right? Right, Martinez at home, Dubravka at home, Pickford at home. They are the three goalies I think I'm going to go for in these three lineups. I'm pretty sure all of these lineups as well are Div 2. Yeah, so they're all Div 2 lineups, so we'll just send it. We'll do some sendies. 4 in seasons we need. I feel like if we do like an Arsenal one here. Apologies. People don't like Arsenal. Do an Arsenal and a Cole. Do an Arsenal and a Cole. I feel like Arsenal are going to beat. No, Brajan. Sometimes we do it throughout the week, but we want to do it on stream for you guys. Captain choice here, guys. Who do we go for? I'll come back to that in a second. Guys, let me know who we captain there. Yep, Tony Wong. I've got complete worry about Dubravka, but we're using him. We are still going to use him. I think the plan is we just stick with Dubravka until Pope actually comes back in, and we just take the hit on the 1 game week, unless there's like actual news out from the manager himself explaining. Let's just stick the Newcastle guys with Martinez for now. You're making me have a panic attack now, dude. Like, I was concerned about it, but now I'm like extra concerned about it. Stick a classic card in here with this. Or do we just go like that? Could do that. I'm not sure the new card. I'm not sure. New project sign extension. I don't think he's played badly from NCO, and the general consensus is actually better. Yeah, I prefer Dubravka, but you're just never sure, are you, when the number one comes back from injury? I feel like if we just do that and just keep them all in one lineup, then if it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well, right? We just move on, and it doesn't matter. We're only going to get one relegation. Gala versus Fenner should be spicy. Yeah, for all of the 30 minutes the match will probably last before someone walks off. Kerry, you know what it's like out there. It's pretty dodgy these days. All right, let's build a cool-looking team along with Martinez here. I think if we put some Liverpool players in this, it might be a good shout. Just because we won't use Alisson there because the clean sheet's unlikely, but there's a good chance of players popping off still. So we've got our Salah there. Let me see if there's another Liverpool player that I think is worth using. What Canate? I'm not sure if the double defender is the right play against City. Jota I don't rate. Maybe we don't. Let's filter rare and then go in season and see what we've got left as an extra. I like Jacob Murphy. Urian. Tricky one, guys. Tricky one. Any help, guys? Any help on this one would be much appreciated. Lugo Marino for the Arsenal forward. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Actually, do we have Nwaneri? Nah, we even got Skelly. Pranksy, mate. That's a bit of a disappointment. Right, okay, then let's stick Marino here. It's a good chance Marino gets a goal, right? If we stick him in the the Kai Havertz role again. He seemed to do a good job the other day. And then what do we do here? Do we do a Rice or do we do a Cole? Do we do another Arsenal card here? Or do we go down here and do something like a Reece James? He's against Martinez. Isaac? Rice? Maybe Cole. His runs were low-key for clever forward play. Maybe Cole and Enzo mid. Cole cannot. Yeah, I can't use Cole there. Odegaard. We're not rating Isaac, guys, anymore? Just because he's got a couple of games? Do you not think? There's a lot. I don't want to just solely just put Arsenal cards everywhere because I would do that because I'm an Arsenal fan. So I have my judgment's fully clouded. But there's definitely a world in which I could see either Odegaard or Rice combining with Marino. Rice takes sets. So we go Rice over Odegaard? I'll tell you what, guys. A couple of you said Odegaard, so I'm going to go for Odegaard, Captain Salah, and we'll move on. Okay? Because again, we will not get these done if we do not move on every now and then. Half an hour, guys, and then I'm going to end the stream because I will not be streaming at the same time as Harry and Quinny. Let those guys have got a good spot. I'm going to tune in as well while I finish off building the limited teams and stuff. But yeah, we'll try and get through as many more of these rare teams as we can. So Liga. So we've got a decent matchup here. Yeah, I can blame the chat when Rice bangs. In my head, it makes more sense to use Rice because he takes sets. And he's better at taking sets than Odegaard. Yeah, no, I do agree with the Odegaard if he hits a decisive. It's just if he hits a decisive. Like, as an Arsenal fan who's watched a lot, like every game this season, he is... his decisives aren't quite up to scratch this season. He's missing a lot of easy chances when he should be scoring, and whether it's just our forward play has not been great, but a lot of the assists that he should have got, he's not got either. So maybe that was Kai Havertz missing too many big chances. Let's just hope Marino is just like that guy and just finishes everything up. Right, we're going to go for the first lineup. Let's see what divisions we're in, actually, because that is also important. They're all Div 2s. We've only got Div 2s here, guys. So I think we'll just do the first one as like a... Wait, do we have the Barcelona keeper? Penna. So sad that happened to Penna. Okay. So we will go for some kind of Barca Atleti hybrid here, I think. Let's see what we've got forward-wise. Lewandowski. And do we maybe go... I like Rodrigo de Paul. Well, I do like this guy. This guy is very capable of hitting some good scores. Loves a bit of AA, doesn't he, the boy? Absolutely loves it against the shit teams as well, don't he? Look. Might use him, lads. And then we'll stick in a... Do we have a Griezmann? We do have a Griezmann. Let's do that. Maybe we don't do that. Do we stick another Barca forward in here? Oh, I don't really know, lads, to be honest with you. Dani Olmo? Or do we go Frankie? Or do we just do the forward and get the better forward in? Yamal? Rafinha died off a little bit, or is he still smashing? Oh, look, Rafinha had two. He's had a few games, isn't he? Look. What happened to Rafinha? Thing is, if I use the Olmo, I can't use the other forward. Blue Cat. Oh, Blue Cat. Good to see you in here, dude. The Frutera fanboy. We love to see it. Yeah, sitting it. Stick Rafinha in and then try and find an in-season player down here. Nice to see you join the stream, dude. Appreciate the support. Do we go Olmo? I kind of want to not use Olmo. I'm not sure if I fully rate him. Yeah, Rafinha has been the guy, isn't he? I'm going to go De Paul here, guys. Call me mad. Right, I need a captain choice for this one. Also need a captain choice for this one. Guys, give me some help on the captain choice. I'm stuck on this team. And we're stuck on this team now for captain choices. Because there's a lot of different captains we could choose on those teams, in my opinion. So I'm gonna take a step away from that for a second. Let the chat help me out. Just refresh my chats. I don't trust Chelsea. Yeah, no, Chelsea's burnt this account a lot recently. Yeah. Rafinha captain, Rice cap. Right, first two people to get in there said that, so that's what I'm doing. Rice would have been my option, but I just needed somebody else to support it. And then Rafinha, just because best L15, right? Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks for just making me more clear on what I already thought I was going to do. Right, we're going to just go with the odds on this. Nyland. Let's get some Madrid players in this one. Modi, Federico. And then what forward, guys? Rodrigo, Mbappe, or Vinny J? What do we think? I mean, I could use Griezmann, but I feel like we use a Madrid player here. What do we think? Baps all day, yeah? Mbappe is him currently, isn't he? Mbappe is him. The GOAT! Fun fact, I've met Kylian Mbappe. He was a lovely man. I'm going to captain him as well. Yeah, Rodrigo is so underrated. It's hard though, guys. Like, who do I use? You know, this is why I said it is difficult building on this account. Like, you have everything, so it's like you're always going to. Yeah, Mbappe was a funny guy. He filmed a lot of content on that day with different people, and yeah, he was really down for it, and got involved. I'm gonna walk away with Mbappe there. We can still use the other guys in other teams, guys. It's not like they're not going to be getting used. Right, last chance for in-season La Liga. We go for Marmadash. And then we're going to have to avoid using Athletic players in this lineup. Which I don't think is actually the best idea, is it? I need to use him, really. Let's do this, and then let's go... Come on. Refresh, dude. Okay, that's not then. Well, let's filter this, go rare, and then in season, and we'll see what we've got as an extra. And then we'll use a regular goalkeeper. Grizzy Grease. Does anybody rate Simeone? Yeah, Sam, I can't go Rodrigo over Fede because of the in-seasons. I'll quickly go back and show you just so you're clued in on what the problem is with that one. So, for instance, you need between 4 and 5 in-seasons to make the lineup. Rodrigo is a classic card. Thing is, even if Valverde plays right back, that's probably good for SoRare scoring, right? And that's why his L15 is so high. I'm going to leave it. Let's continue, just finish this one off. Right, let's go for... Can't use Marmadashvili in this one. I don't really want to use Gazinga either because we've got Garcia there. Do that then, so we double up on the defensive thing there. And then we just need an in-season. Let's see, who have we got left? I'm going to try and use a rare in-season, guys. So we'll save the super rares and uniques for the other specialist competitions we've not entered yet. Going to go Simeone as like a double up here. People rate Olmo, yeah? Yeah, no worries, Sam. That's half the problem, is you need to... There's so many little things you've got to look at now. And yeah, the in-season is such a big thing. Right, all of the Bundesliga in-season lineups are Div 2 as well. This sucks, guys. We've got no Div 1 lineups on a game week where we've got some absolute smashers too. So I think we maybe just stack and try and get up to Div 1. Yeah, guys, Upa's drop him. Yeah, Simeone has to be right. Upa's drop him. I'm scared. Let's see what else we've got. So the classic card in this lineup, do we use Grimaldo or do we use Verts? What's the forward like? Forward. Boniface is 57% still. I'm going to chuck Boniface in just because we've done that on every single Leverkusen lineup. Yeah. Yes, on the Olmo shout. Let me go back and check. Where was it? The Liga in season. The team 3, wasn't it? Yeah, he's in season though. Again, this is what I was talking about a minute ago to Sam, is that we need the in season. So if I try and find another mid, this is the options we have. You know? Don't really want to use either of those two players in this lineup. So I feel like Griezmann, Courtois, they deserve better. So almost going to get some minutes, right? I'll uncap him. Alright, where's Bundes in season gone? Alright, let's get on with this. So someone said Verts over Grimaldo kill could score. Yeah, I've just moved it, Sam. Thanks for that. That was what you were getting at. I get it. So, only thing is though, guys, is that I get the whole use Verts instead of Grimaldo, but Grimaldo's the GOAT, right? Where's Grimaldo? Am I blind? Grimaldo's the GOAT. That's Frim. Grim. Come on, SoRare data. Why you not load? Not really sure what's happening here. Internet's having a meltdown. Right, there he is. We don't rate. We're not thinking Grimaldo over Verts. Tell you what, guys, I've been asking for the help, haven't I? I'm just going to take the help. Right, next up, Gulashi. Got to get the in-seasons in while we can. Go Nico with him. Oh, actually, hang on. Double up the defense stack. Double up with the goalkeeper. We go Schlotterbeck with him here. Sorry. Go Schlotterbeck there, and then we can use a classic forward. We don't need to, though, do we? I mean, we could just use Sesko there. That's a great lineup, I think. So it means we could, what we could do then, we could go Schlott here, and then we could use a classic Kimmich or something. Target get rest, yellow cards, important match next week. Oof. I feel like I don't want to waste Kimmich in a classic lineup. I feel like he needs to be in one of these in-seasons. Prioritize cash. Okay. I've already used the Dortmund dudes. So let's go, should we do a Neuer lineup here? And then we need, let's go Orban. Pavlovic not going to start? What do you think about Pavlovic? Let's have a look what they think is going to play. Pavlovic next to Kimmich, Ito, Meccano, Lima, Kim Min-jae. So Kim Min-jae is looking nailed, guys. I had a lot of people say Kim Min was out. Harry Kane. Where are the other percentages? Ito. We don't have Ito, so that's out of the question. I've only got a couple of Stanisic's, I think. Davies came off the bench, didn't he, the other night? Yeah, so he's back. Oh, it's all getting confusing. Sukapav, this is the third lineup here. Put Orban back in the previous lineup and get Brandt out. Does that work? You don't like Brandt? Brandt's the guy. Okay, yeah. Kimmich in there then. I feel you. And then we go, what's his name in there? Let me take him out of this other lineup quick. This one here, take Orban out, save that, and then go back. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes more sense, doesn't it? So we've got the double up still going. Orban. Kimmich always captain. That's a good lineup, guys. 91 there. Some good numbers. Now we need 4 in season, so if we just go in season, apply. I only want rares as well, so we're going to use the super rares and uniques something later. Upamecano looks out to me, guys, so this is the least important one, guys. So I think I'm just going to slam that in and send that least important out of the 3. Okay. champion in season next. Oh, right. So the in-season goalkeepers we have are Yahya, Alisson, Marmadashvili, Majeki. Let's maybe, what divisions are we in here? All Div 2. Let's maybe build out the rest of the squad so we don't, we can choose our goalkeeper at the end. We could maybe just put, if we've got enough in seasons, we could just put Donnarumma. I mean, it's looking like we're going to be able to use Donnarumma there and just do a PSG stack. Try and get into Div 1 with that. I think a lot of these rare lineups is just going to be get into Div 1. So it's not always about trying to finish first. I think with these ones, it's just try and get them up, win some cash if possible, but also get them promoted. It's annoying, that Upamecano situation, isn't it? I'll have to go change him in a bit. Nuno Mendes, maybe? Just want to keep it as a in-season lineup here. Just go Nuno Mendes. It's more of attacking. Because they probably concede, right? But if they don't, that team could come first anyway. So we'll leave that. Let's keep moving. Keep them moving. We are up to 71 lineups built now, guys, on stream with you guys. So we are just over halfway. I know that's worrying when you think we're down to rare and we're only halfway. But there's still a lot of lineups left to build. But I don't saw Jorgensen, unique keeper, unselected. Just seen someone on Twitter saying he's locked still to start. Yeah, just don't. With the other options we've got, I'm just not entirely convinced that Jorgensen's going to be a better choice than some of the other, away to Villa. Villa have got good attack. They're feeling themselves at the moment. Villa are on a little bit good run. And Chelsea are playing so crap. So I'm not entirely convinced. I'll probably start using those sorts of players once Chelsea start hitting some form again, if they do. So for now, I'm happy to leave him out. I mean, we've still got to build anti-stacks and all-star at some point. So he could work out quite well for the anti-stack 260 or whatever it is, the cap 260, because he's only got 38 L15, so he could be a bit of a good choice for that. So we'll save him for that. Again, I'm going to leave the goalkeeper choice till last, because the goalkeeper choice is the most difficult here, I think, because the in-seasons aren't super strong. So I think we're going to roll through here, and we are going to find as many rare in-season cards that look like they're going to have a good game. Let's have a look. I'm putting Brandt in, guys. I rate Brandt. Lewis Dish. Let's go Diaz. Should we do that? I'm not entirely sure about these teams here, lads. At home. Do that. See if anyone's chucking me any advice. Thanks for the Pengu tips over on Abstract, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. In case anybody's not sure, we're streaming on 3 platforms right now. We are live on X, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on Abstract Chain. So thanks to everybody that's tuning in across all of these social media platforms. Really appreciate it. If this goes well this week, then we will continue to do this. I think it's a great little insight for the community to see what building on an account like this realizes, and sort of how insane it is. I don't think anyone's done a live stream like this before off an account of this size. So this is sort of history making, I think. If SoRare data would refresh, so I could actually see the classic cards, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, I'm just going to stick Akaluche in here because we're running out of time. Come on. Just refresh for me. Sorry about this, guys. A little bit frustrating when this happens. We'll go to another lineup. I'm fairly sure this happens as well on this. Don't worry, we're back. I'm fairly sure this happens frequently on here as well because the let's put Yamal in there because there's so many players basically that it finds it hard to load everything. Let's flip back to in season and see what else there is to add into that final spot. I mean, I can see Marmadashvili getting a clean sheet against Atletico. Why not? Come on, lads. Just refresh so I can crack on. Might just stick Yuri and Timber in there just to save the annoyances that's happening here. Yeah. Arsenal got a good matchup, so we give Yamal the captaincy. It usually happens deadline date, SoRare data match. Yeah, tell me about it. And when you're building this many lineups, it's not super ideal that this happens at this point. As you can see, all the zeros that are popping up everywhere doesn't really make much sense. But right, we're going to go Majeki and Kera for the first 2 spots on this, and then we will continue. Don't worry about all these goalkeepers up here, guys. Still got to build plenty of classic lineups yet, so I'm not ignoring them for no reason. Kera Majeki combo. I think we've got Akaluche here as well. Let's just keep building. Again, we just need to get back to Div 1 majority of these lineups, so I'll do an export once I get off stream. I'm going to be closing the stream down in about 5-10 minutes, guys. In-season forwards are not looking the best. Let's get 11 Golski in there. And then we need another in-season, so let's just force it to show us the in-seasons. Let's show us the rare ones too. And then we just try and figure out who the best option is out of these players that are left. I'm going to kick myself if I don't use a Jacob Murphy somewhere, guys. So we're going to plonk him in there. Best matchup is Lewandowski. Kane going to play? Anyone know? Yeah, I'm worrying that myself. Wondering that myself. Challenger in season. We know what we're building here already. This is a Div 1 lineup here, so we need to think a bit more about this one. Just realised we've got 2 Div 1s and 1 Div 2 to build, so I feel like we go with the team that we built for the other 2 scarcities, because if we win there, we're going to win everywhere, aren't we? Tempted to put De Kuiper in this lineup. Let's do that. Upa also out. Yeah, I'm going to go back through and take Upa out of the other lineup soon. I'll do some checks in the last 2 hours. Right, so we discussed the goldies earlier. Nick Shinton's got one of the better lineups, one of the better matchups. Fred away. Let's go for this then. It's basically just building a load of Bruges lineups here, guys. We're looking at this. I'm not sure it's the wisest choice, to be honest with you. Let's get Victor in there. Is there a classic midfielder we can put in that's better? Like that. De Kuiper loves 100. So let's leave him there as the captain. And then let's build the third one. This is a Div 2 lineup here, so we won't worry too much about this. We'll just try and get a half decent lineup out and try and get ourselves back into Div 1. Just getting Otamendi in there to bump the score up. I think we're just going to captain him as well because he's been insane. This continues, continue. Haven't done any under 23 lineups yet. I should have probably done that before. Okay, Truben. To Kuiper. Let's grab a Kochu. Bradley and Vinny. So I don't think we're going to use Vinny in the other lineup. We'll use the Rodrigo. I think that's a really strong team there. Captain De Kuiper. Because even if he doesn't get a decisive, he will do well. What is this? It's a Div 2 lineup as well. Okay. I will build more under 23s. I just won't do it on stream. Okay. Premier League Classic. I'll tell you what, guys. There's 3 minutes left of the stream. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the team's page lineup, and so everyone can see what we've built. Before I end the stream, if anybody wants to continue to watch some SoRare content, Quinny is going live after this with his deadline stream with Harry Trades. So yeah, find those guys on YouTube and tune in. I'm going to be tuning in for the last couple of hours to get some last minute news while I finish building the rest of these up. But yeah, I'll do a quick scroll through these for you guys. Haaland is looking a bit dodgy there. We'll have to just keep checking that right up until deadline. Modric, 17% out. Interesting. There's probably some news coming about that. Aspas as well. It's always what you like to see, guys. You build all the lineups with everyone looking at 100%, and then you go to flick back through, and there's all of these little things that have happened just to put some spanners in the work. Again, SR doesn't matter too much. Like, we can send because we can't get relegated. These still look pretty good. Feel like we have to trust ourselves with the PSG lineups because we usually get burnt. The Challenger's looking strong. Very, very stacked in Challenger on this account. And then under 23, we're looking good as well. We'll make some more of these in a bit. MLS, for anyone that's interested in seeing what the MLS lineups look like, they are very strong. Fingers crossed we can actually win with those. Classics are looking good as well. Camacho looks like he needs to come out. Again, I'm going to go through this again off stream, guys. Okay, so that's the lineups, everybody, that we've built on stream. We managed to get through 77 lineups, so over halfway. But all of the exciting, important stuff, the unique, the SR and the rares are all in seasons, are all built with you guys helping me. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody helping out. Hopefully this has been interesting, to say the least. Yeah, and hopefully we have a good weekend, and then Pranksy lets me do this again next week with you guys, because I think that would be fun. But yeah, for now I'm going to head off. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to continue building, but I'm going to stick on Quinny and Harry's show, and I'll see you guys in the chat over there. Yeah, thanks for all the messages, guys. Appreciate it. Right, anyway, ta-ta for now.